Of course, they are presented by your friends and mine out at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg, Sylacauga. Been around for a long, long time, serving the needs of our community. When we need someone to help us through those hard times, these guys have always been there. If you want to talk about pre-arrangement or have any questions about the end of life, you might want to give these guys a call at 256-245-4361. That's Curtis & Son Funeral Home. They present our obituaries this morning. Memorial service for Nancy Parrott Blankenship, age 69, of Sylacauga, will be today at 11 a.m. at Curtis & Son North Chapel, with Alan Thompson and Charles Kirkus officiating. Visitation will be from 10 to 11 at the funeral home, as Blankenship passed away on August the 3rd at her residence. Survivors are her husband, James Buddy Blankenship, son Derek Gardner, daughter Kelly Kirkus, stepson Hugo Blankenship, stepdaughter Becky Allen, sisters Linda Thompson, Gail Cochran, and grandchildren Tanner Cleveland, Brenna Gardner, Connor Gardner, Brandon Blankenship, Summer Allen, and Jayla Blankenship. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. Online condolences can be made at curtisandson.com, and that's curtisandsonfh.com. Curtis & Son North Chapel will direct the services. Master William Kane Burton, 7 weeks, passed away at Coosa Valley Medical Center on August the 3rd. Funeral services for Master Burton will be held today at Curtis & Son Funeral Home at 2 p.m. Visitation will be from 12 to 2 p.m. prior to the service at the funeral home. Burial will be in the Weidman Cemetery in Jefferson County. The Reverend Ford will be officiating the service. Survivors are the father and mother, Eric and Megan Burton, brothers Caden, Carson, and Caleb. Grandparents are Teresa Weidman, Jeff Weidman, Kim Weidman, and Lisa West. Aunts Amanda Wyden. I'm having a little difficulty reading this morning. At any rate, if you would like more information, Curtis & Son will be directing the service. Little bit too dark to read this morning. Mr. Ricky Eugene Mitchum, age 67, passed away at his residence on August the 5th. Funeral services will be held Friday, August 11th at 2 p.m. at Curtis & Son North Chapel, with Reverend Mark Deason officiating. Burial will follow at Shelvin Rock Cemetery. Visitation will be held Friday from 12 to 2 at the funeral home. Mr. Mitchum is survived by his sons, Brian Mitchum and Brad Mitchum, stepson Joey Hay, stepdaughter Carolyn Hay, sisters Sue Northcutt and Pat Epperson, grandson Jacob Brian Mitchum. Online memorials may be made at curtisandsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will direct the service. Frances Diane Benson, age 73, of Childersburg, passed away August the 7th. She is preceded in death by her husband, Kyle Benson, and son, David Benson. She is survived by her son, Scott Benson, and Robert Benson, daughter, Tina Nix, brothers, Michael Sandifer and James Sandifer, 10 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren. Funeral services will be Thursday, August 10th at Curtis & Son Childersburg Chapel, 11 a.m., with Ronnie Forbes and Jeff L. Thomas officiating. Visitation will be Wednesday, August the 9th from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Burial will be in Childersburg Cemetery. Online condolences at curtisandsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Childersburg Chapel will direct these services. Murray O. Hall, 65, passed away on Monday, August 7th at his residence. Funeral arrangements are incomplete but will be announced by Radney Smith Funeral Home of Sylacauga. Francis Garrett, age 69, passed away on August the 6th. Funeral arrangements will be announced later from Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Mrs. Harriet L. Crow, aged 90, died on August the 6th in Sylacauga. Arrangements to be announced from Community Funeral Home. Mrs. Lily Mae Robinson, age 80, passed away on August the 4th in Birmingham. Arrangements to be announced by Community Funeral Home. Memorial service for Mr. James Roberts Jones, Jr., age 55, of Alexander City, will be on Wednesday, August the 9th at 4 p.m. at the Chapel of Radney Smith Funeral Home. Reverend Mike Jones and Dr. Albert Pike will officiate. The family will receive friends Wednesday, August the 9th, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. at Radney Funeral Home. Mr. Jones passed away on Monday, August the 7th. He was born on March the 25th, 1962, to John Paul Jones and Judy Lynette Jones. He was an active member of Ray Baptist Church. He enjoyed the outdoors and walking with his dog, Grace. He was a Renaissance man and could fix anything. J.R. was a great family man who lived a Christian life that displayed the fruit of his spirit. He is survived by his wife of 31 years, Tammy Jones of Alexander City, daughters Kristen Joyner and Ashley Jones, both of Alexander City, grandchildren Laken Grace Joyner and Sadie Joyner, mother Judy Jones of Alexander City, sisters Shannon Ward of Richville, Annette Spivey of Kellyton, and brother Doug Jones of Alexander City. He was preceded in death by his father, Paul Jones. Memorial messages to RadneyFuneralHome.com. Radney Funeral Home in Alexander City is in charge of arrangements, and those are our obituaries for this morning, presented by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga and Childersburg.